Hey guys, so a couple months ago in the M3 exhaust review, the straight pipe or muffler delete, I said that if the drone was going to get so annoying that eventually I'd probably experiment with cheap mufflers to see if we can get rid of that drone. Well, guess what? We've come to that point. The drone has been driving me crazy. Not only that, I mean, the drone's really bad, but it's also a really loud setup. And I mean, going through neighborhoods at night or, you know, starting it, people look at you like you're doing 50 miles an hour and it's like, no, that's just, I'm just cruising. People automatically assume they hear a loud noise, it must mean it's going fast. FRS and BRZ owners probably know that too well, right? Totally kidding. But so I figured, hey, Summit Racing, I live in Georgia, it's about an hour drive, fun little drive. Why don't I go pick up some cheap cherry bomb mufflers? They're red, my favorite color, even though the car's blue, that doesn't really match, but they're not visible, whatever. Well-known brand. They're who introduced the glass pack back in like the 50s and 60s. And it's a single chamber design, meaning it's still going to be loud, but it might hopefully help reduce a little bit of the drone. Not only that, the best part is, as some of you may know, the M3, it's a pretty tight spot down there. That's what she said. But really, it's really hard to get a exhaust down there. I mean, it's got to be it's a unique design. It's got to be, you know, specially bent. It's one big muffler with 4 tips coming out, and you know, it's kind of complex. So you can't just throw any muffler down there. Thankfully, this casing is only 6 inches, and I measured underneath the car. It should fit, should go right in there. It's gonna be tight, but it should be good. And hopefully, this will keep the aggressive sound, but also remove the drone. So let's see how it does.
Three days later.
So I meant to say this earlier, these are called the Cherry Bomb Extreme. As usual, I'll put this in the description with the part number, but you don't have to go with Cherry Bomb. Summit Racing had their own brand, and it was actually more expensive, that's why I went Cherry Bomb, but I know Flowmaster has some single chambers, MagnaFlow probably, your local exhaust shop might have some. If they're cheaper, go with that. It doesn't matter. Any single chamber muffler, you know, the more chambers, the more it muffles the sound, but they're pretty much all gonna sound the same if it's a single chamber. The main thing is that it has to fit. Again, that's why mufflers for these cars are so expensive, is because it's got all the bends and there's not much room. And even these I got that are the case is 6 inches, they kind of had to angle it. I don't know if you can see in the video, if you can tell, but it's just a little bit angled. No big deal, but that just goes to show even these barely fit. But I'm a little disappointed in how much quieter it made the car, surprisingly. I can't even imagine going back to stock at this point, because this made a huge difference. But with that said, it did make a good difference with the drone. Take a listen to these before and after clips. It's pretty bad right there. Like really annoying, really bad. 3,000 RPM. Now it's getting better. That's a lot better. That was 3,000 RPM, 4th gear, same thing. All right, we'll go up here and do like 5th and 6th gear. It's pretty bad right there. That's really bad. Gosh, that's annoying. So 5th gear, 3,000 RPM. Gosh, that reflection, sorry. Doing 55. Much better. That's really not that bad. Not bad at all. Totally livable. Same thing, 3,000 RPM, doing about 55. I mean, that fixed it. That did it! Woo! So that's a huge W. That's awesome. It made more of a difference than I thought, and now it's definitely tolerable. If somebody's in the car, I'm not going to be embarrassed. Friends, girls, whatever. Not that I have friends. I'm going to say that in like every video. But it's much better. Made a great difference. And don't get me wrong, the car is still loud.
Jesus Christ.
I guess I'm just not used to it yet, but that goes to show just how loud the Muffler Delete is on this car. Now, I would definitely recommend this setup over the Muffler Delete. This is probably the most cost-effective way to have very little drone and to get the V8 out of the M3, because this was $50 in mufflers, and then $50 is what they charged me at Cherokee Muffler. Huge shout out to them. They never seem to recognize me, even though I've been there 100 times, but that goes to show, I guess, they would probably charge anybody that. So, and if any shop tries to tell you, oh, it's going to take 2 hours, it's going to be 150 bucks, they're ripping you off. They literally did this in like 20 minutes, and that's how it is every time I go there with every single car. So, just don't get ripped off when you do this kind of stuff. And I should say, you know, I had my tips from the last time when I went, when they did the straight pipe, but so that's not really included in the cost. But that was $100 when I went to do the Muffler Delete. I supplied them the tips. They had the 2 Y pipes, welded the straight pipe, and then, you know, this time all they did was cut the straight pipe, put the muffler in place. So very happy with it. Definitely recommend this, and I'll be making a separate video of just the difference between the single chamber muffler versus the straight pipe, just because I didn't want to put it in this video and it'd be like a 10-minute video, and you know, it's just going to be the sound. So, and then of course I want to get back into doing what I used to do with the M5, just do like pure exhaust videos, you know, flybys and burnouts and stuff. This car deserves it because it sounds really good, so I would like to do that like I did back then. You know, V10 madness. This will be V8 madness. And the M5 will be back soon. It's just been kind of busy with stuff, but just be on the lookout for it. It'll be back soon, I promise. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next video.